Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 24 of 9, episode 2, Sora iro sora uta sora no oto. Last time it had started off a bit slower. It's more about just finishing off what happened previously, where we had left off with talking with Haruka, and started off with Haruka, so just had to finish that part off. It was just a bit interesting to see that she came out of her way to see how we were and apologize for everything and so forth. Can't exactly remember what happened at the end of the conversations, but that was the end of that. Then after a bit of a break, Sora had came home. Looked a bit odd in her demeanor, what she was doing, and her when she was talking to Kakeru was a bit off. She kind of played it off as a little joke about her deleting his character info, but we kind of could tell she was forcing it in a sense. But Kakeru said, yeah, he'll just wait until everything she'll tell us in a sense. He'll wait for that. And then it's the morning. And we found out something pretty drastic. We call Kakeru's mother and find out that he does not have a sister. Well, according to his mother, that is. Whew, that was spine-chilling, I guess you could say. It was just a type of route I was expecting to happen, but really didn't want to happen. Where now Sora's existence is vanishing in a sense. It's according to other people's minds, she's not who she should be in a sense. So it's not like she's going invisible or disappearing right now. It's more like the people's memories of her are going away. Sorry for the web pauses. So now we know she's left, well, apparently going to school, but she isn't, because now we realize that her friends also had forgotten about her. So, well, not friends, but the school itself. So she has no choice but not to go to it, and she's going somewhere else entirely. I can only guess the shrine, because that's the only other significant place away from people, in a sense. So Kakeru knows the direction exactly. We don't know the exact destination, but we know the direction. So he's about to go and fetch her now. So what was Sophie's last thing? Where her direction. Okay. So now where we are now is Shrine's found her. So let's see. Gotcha, thanks. I left my left foot into a shoe and dash out the door. Sophie follows after me. Oh, okay. I'm running as fast as I can, but my petrified foot seriously holds me back. Damn it, you can't even call this running. Oh, I prefer not to say, but yeah, fuck. Even though my ankle is free, the lack of feeling in my foot makes it hard to keep my balance. Worse, I can't risk putting too much pressure on my petrified foot. No, this isn't the time to be worrying about myself.
焦る必要はないわよ。すぐにあなたの記憶が消えることはないわよ。多分ね。
Even if that's true, my sister's in trouble. That's more than enough reason to be rushing, if you ask me.
あら、素敵なお兄さんね。空の監視に集中する。しばらく反応できないわよ。
Thanks. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what this is. Tanamu. It's more, how can I word this? I leave this to you. Oh, please. Thanks. It's pretty hard to translate it in a proper sense, in this context, I guess you could say. Yeah, oh well, it's roughly around there. I watched Sophie vanish into her portal, then resume walking. I have an idea where Sora might be headed. I go straight there. However, does he run into a roadblock? When I reach the shrine, she's nowhere to be seen. Okay, so he did have the same idea, but she wasn't there. Judging by the direction she went, I thought for sure she was headed here. But now that I think about it, being forgotten by her friends and family must have been a huge shock to her. There's no way she'd willingly go anywhere. She might run into one of them. Also, I just came to a realization last night, well, now I should say, about last night in their world, where Sora was waiting in just as she entered the house, the apartment. She was waiting by the door. I think she was afraid that Kakeru had forgotten her as well, so she was afraid to open that door. Just thought of that now. Not sure why. She's not here. So where is she? The park. Interesting. Just then, Sophie rematerializes.
今ベンチに座った。また移動しないうちに捕まえた方がいいわよ。
On my way, thanks. I start running, and Sophie disappears again. Be nice if she could stick around to guard me, but now's not the time to be asking for more favors. More importantly, I need to hurry. I arrive at the park, gasping for a breath, and scan the area. There's a group of small kids, their mothers watching over them. Makes sense. At this time, only parents with kids too young to be at school would be at the park. Which is why anyone wearing a school uniform would stick out like a sore thumb. The parents keep glancing nervously in a particular direction. That's why I hid. I found Sora huddled on a bench and plopped down on the seat next to her. If you hang around here, the truant's officer's gonna find you. Sora looks up, puzzled. The moment she sees it's me, she forces out a smile. But it's so stiff it hurts to look at.
やべえ、見つかっちゃった。なんか今日学校行く気しなくてさ、サボろうかと。
Her voice grows quieter and quieter before trailing off. She's realized I know. That's why I'm here, after all. Her smile crumbles. She hangs her head, looking down at the ground with teary eyes. Finally, she starts to talk. She explains what's happened to her, what's happening to her.
昨日学校に行ったらみんなに変な顔されて、でも友達は普通に接してくれたから、その時はまだ気づいてなくて。でもお昼になったら一瞬誰って顔されて、冗談かなって思ったけど、そうじゃなかった。放課後になったら私はみんなにとって知らない人になってた。やっと私の力のせいだって気がついた。
Her trembling voice grinds to a halt. Silence. But I know Sora's not done talking yet. I quietly wait for her to continue. I sit here until she can work up the courage to say what happened next.
もしかしてって思って家に帰ってみた。お母さんも私のことわからなくなってた。お兄ちゃんにも忘れられちゃったらって思ったら怖かった。でも覚えててくれて嬉しかった。すごくほっとした。
Finally, Sora turns to face me. Her eyes are filled with grief.
ねえ、私どうなっちゃったの？力なんて使ってないよ。なのになんでみんなから私が消えちゃってるの？お兄ちゃんの記憶からももうすぐ消えちゃうの？やだよ。そんなのやだよ。
Words are cheap. I've always believed that actions are how you really show your sincerity. But there's a time for words as well. And I think right now is one of those times. I reach out and pat Sora on the head. I swear to you, Sora, I won't let this become a lie. I'll never forget about you, Sora. Come on, let's go home. The moment we return home, Sora falls fast asleep. Explained about the medicine Sophie was making. She looked incredibly relieved. She probably didn't sleep a wink last night. No wonder she conked out the moment we got back. So I'm guessing here that her body and her physical self, it's everything herself, I guess you could say, everything physical about her is not disappearing. It's more about everyone's memories about her of disappearing. So if she doesn't, her body itself disappear, then she might be able to make it until the medicine is ready. But I'm not too sure if Kakeru will be able to remember by then. But I don't know what would happen if she does take the medicine. Would all their memories come back to normal? I don't know. I can't imagine the pain she went through, discovering that her friends and even her parents have forgotten all about her. It's incomprehensible. Damn.
Kakeru?
Sophie calls out to me. I turn around and see her floating in the kitchen. I guess whatever this is about, she doesn't want Sora to overhear. I get up and hobble over.
空の様子は？
She's still shaken, and it looks like she can't control her powers.
そうでしょうね。経験上、これから一気に崩れるわよ。もう猶予はあまりないわね。
For a second, it feels like my heart stopped. We're running out of time. I have to do something before it's too late. How long until you can finish the medicine?
あと2、3日ってところね。
Will that be enough? Too long. Oh, interestingly enough, yeah, in the Japanese he says 2, 3 days. Like he can feel it's too long.
急がせてはいるけれどどうにもならないわ。こればっかりは。
Is there anything else you can do? Some way to mitigate the problem?
本人の気の持ちよう。強い意志。それだけよ。だからこそ、心が折れれば症状が一気に悪化する。
Which has been this past few days. Will she make it? 3 whole days.
あなた次第。
Yep. There's something I can do?
あるわよ。 あなたにしかできないことが。
Because of our strong impudence, I guess is the way she worded it. We are resisting her out of control ability. Tell me, how?
特別なことじゃないわ。あなたが空の拠り所になっているのは間違いない。だから今まで通りいいお兄さんでいてあげればいいのよ。支えてあげなさい。空が元気を取り戻せば1週間でも2週間でも持つわよ。あくまでもこのままじゃダメってだけ。
I see. 2 whole weeks. Thank God.
でも
Sophie adds sternly as I breathe a sigh of relief.
安心するのは早いわよ。情緒不安定な人間を支えるのはとても難しい。
But honestly, in this situation, I don't think it would be. There's one person that sorta looks up to the most, and it's Kakeru, obviously. As long as he doesn't forget about her, I don't think there would be any issues. So yeah, I'm sure there will be an issue.
話が支離滅裂になって会話自体が成立しなくなることだってある。逆に感情が乏しくなって外的刺激に全く反応を示さなくなることもある。気をつけなさい。空の心が折れれば消えてしまいたいとでも願ってしまったら、きっとあなたも空を忘れる。十二分に気をつけなさい。いつも叩いている憎まれ口、冗談のつもりでもそれだけでぽっきり言っちゃうかもしれないから。
I understand. Thank you. I'll be careful.
あなた存外素直なのよね。本当に気をつけなさいね。時には嘘も必要よ。素直なだけじゃダメ。
Okay, I understand.
何かあったらすぐに呼びなさい。今回だけは怒らないであげるわ。もっとも力になれるかはわからないけれど。
Yep, she has definitely changed. Alright, thank you. Well, I mean, she could be like this. She could have always been like this, but just opening up to us more. After I thank her, Sophie disappears. So, everything is riding on Sora's feelings, and on whether or not I can support her. When Sophie was telling me all that stuff about how I was a singularity, I didn't really get it. But now, I'm painfully aware of what she meant. I have to weigh every action carefully, because even the smallest misstep could tear Sora away from me. I head back to the living room and sit down next to my bed. Still fast asleep. From the looks of it, she didn't hear our conversation. There isn't much I can do for Sora. Just a couple of things, really. Above all, keep my promise to her. And stay here beside her. Until she's finally free from the artifact's curse. The sun goes down, and the day turns to night. When Sora woke up, she tried to act like her usual cheerful self. But she kept spacing out. It's obvious she's still feeling down. She didn't have much of an appetite either. She hardly ate anything for lunch or dinner. I wanted to do something for her, so I thought about calling over Kujo, Yuki, and Corsic Senpai, since they'll likely still remember her, but I decided against it in the end. I settled for telling just Kujo about everything that's happened to Sora. She seemed truly worried, but I've got a nagging fear. Day after I was attacked by a ghost, I explained what happened to Kujo and Yuki. Back then, Kujo looked like she was having trouble putting her thoughts into words. She trailed off more than once. She said she was just spacing out. And I'm pretty sure that right after was when she said that we'd be fine for a little while since Sora had erased Ghost with her powers. I was only dimly aware of it at the time. The time of Kujo's pauses left an impression on me. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but what if Kujo was already starting to lose her memories of Sora? That would explain why she looked a little confused every time I mentioned her. I might be reading too much into it, but I can't deny the possibility. And if that's true, then I can't possibly let Kujo, Yuki, or Kosuke Senpai see Sora right now. Oh, that reminds me as well. This is the same day that Haruka came to see us as well. I can't remember what was her words exactly. I think she did talk about Sora, so I think Haruka should still have memories of her, I think. Because obviously she knows what had happened to us, so someone must have told her, so yeah. What if they start forgetting Sora while they're talking to her? They ask her who she is in the middle of a conversation? Sora might completely break down. I'm not confident I can support her through that. Can't afford to take any risks right now. Every decision matters. I've got to make the right one.
お兄ちゃん
Look up from the monitor and turn to Sora. She's lying on the bed, playing with her phone.
もう動画終わってるよ
Huh? Ah. To be honest, I wasn't paying any attention at all to what I was watching. Turns out that not only have the credits rolled, I'm even gotten the recommended for you pop-up with a bunch of similar looking stuff.
面白かった
Yeah, was pretty alright.
嘘見てなかったでしょ
Yep. Caught me, huh?
考え事
Kinda, yeah.
当てようか私のことでしょ
Nailed it. Some reason that elicits a smile out of her, and she rolls over to my side.
嬉しい
What for?
お兄ちゃんが私のこと考えてくれて
Of course I am. This is a crisis.
頭の中が私でいっぱいになってるのが嬉しいドキッとした
I'm about to say like hell, but I catch myself. Oh, because he's got to watch his words. Man, it feels weird having to watch what I say around Sora. A usual patter won't work. I don't even say. Sora snickers and gently pats my head. Guess you figured me out already.
いつも通りにしてよね調子狂っちゃう心配してもらえるのは嬉しいけどね
I'm currently running a doting older brother campaign, taking advantage of it while it lasts.
どこまで甘えていいの
Just keep it reasonable.
じゃあ
I like how they brought the sprite in a little bit closer. Sora draws even closer, wraps her arms around me.
あのね
Yeah.
キスして
Okay, because they haven't really had that really... how can I word this? the romantic connections just hasn't felt like it's been there. I feel like it will have to be in the new playthrough or something like that. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's really connected. So having to see this, it's a bit... doesn't seem right. Or it's almost like just a random person asking it in a sense. There's no... I guess it's just me, because obviously I don't know, I'm not in their current situation, so... Huh? Sora says nothing more. Her warm breath tickles my ear. Something's different. Normally Sora wouldn't be able to keep a straight face saying something like that. And that wasn't her normal joking tone. Emotional instability, confusion. Sophie's warning flashes through the back of my mind. It's kind of sucks as well because he can't decline in a sense, you know? Because if you're pushing her away, that will be more traumatic for her. And then that'll cause the whole Sophie warning us issue, you know? Huh. Don't tell me Sora's serious. Holy shit. Hey, Sora? She brings her lips closer, her breath tickling my cheek. Sora! Sora! Her face is millimeters from mine now. Just before her lips touch my cheek. But that's not exactly... When you say kiss me, it's more asking him to do it to her, so it's more like my cheek, but okay. She smiles impishly and pulls away.
お兄ちゃん、こういうのはうまく返せないんだね。
But of course we know she's just forcing us in a sense. She was just teasing me. God, I can't believe I seriously thought she was coming on to me. I blush and look away.
だっせー、さすが童貞。
Shut up. You're a virgin too, aren't you?
そうですよ。お兄ちゃんのために取ってあるの。
Give me a break.
超だっせー、動揺してる。
I'm not. Screw you. Interesting enough, yeah, he used the word aho, idiot, like playful idiots, like idiot.
してるじゃん。ドキドキしてるでしょ。
Nope.
私はしてるよ。わあ、マジか。こんなに聞くとは。
Shut up. Go to bed.
まだ眠くないもん。
Too bad. I am. And if you're not sleepy, go to sleep.
寝るのが怖い。
That is understandable. Because in her position, it's like, what if I go to sleep and when I wake up, he's forgotten about me? I promised, remember? When you wake up tomorrow, I'll be here to tell you good morning, just like always.
うん。
Stop worrying and go to sleep. You had a rough day.
お兄ちゃん、
Yeah?
大好き。
It won't work this time.
今のは冗談じゃないよ。
Sora hugs me from behind again and rests her forehead against me. We stay like that for a while, until finally Sora gets off the bed.
歯磨いてくる。
Okay. Sora walks into the bathroom and closes the door behind her. I love you, Oni-chan. Sora used to say that a dozen times a day when we were kids. It always made me happy. Back then, I'd always reply with an I love you too. But around the time I started middle school, when Sora was close to graduating elementary, I started getting embarrassed, so I told her to knock it off. After that, she started telling me she loved me less and less. Started acting less clingy too. Nowadays, we banter all the time. Always trying to take each other down a peg. We hardly ever say something so sappy to each other. The fact that Sora has started reverting to her younger self, the fact that she's exclusively calling me Oni-chan now, is not a good omen. I have to protect her. As Sora's older brother, I need to support her. That's why I'm here. I reaffirm my resolve. Spend a little more reminiscing about the old days together. Kindergarten and elementary school, Sora was so attached to me that she tried to follow me into my classes. Okay, well, one little thing I wanted to mention is him just remembering about the old days like this is a good thing. It means he's nowhere near forgetting her. The night before my field trip, she threw a tantrum because she wanted to go with me. The next morning, she sobbed the whole time she was seeing me off. It was only around the time she started high school that she stopped being quite so needy, and we built up our new habit of teasing each other. She blossomed as a person. She opened up more, starting smiling and yelling, both around other people. Of course, she's still a little spoiled. Even now, she's got me wrapped around her little finger. No matter what kind of crazy stunts Sora's pulled, I was always the one Mom and Dad yelled at. She's still got a habit of being quick to apologize, and then just as quick to forget what got her into hot water in the first place. Despite that, it's only with her family that she repeats her mistakes. Surprisingly, when she's with her friends, she has her act together. I know, I've seen her out there at sports festivals, cultural festivals, you name it. In elementary and middle school, all of her classmates and friends really relied on her. In fact, I'm honestly kind of amazed how different she is when she's with her friends than when she's with her family. Good, I still remember it all. I haven't forgotten anything. Yep. I won't ever let myself forget. The way he's saying this is a bit worrying on its own. And I'm Sora's older brother. Let's see. As far as finding his mother again? Yeah, okay. Oh, funny enough, he's starting with Moshi Moshi Okasan. It's more like he wants to make it so that she'll have the joke to do. Anyway, we'll end it there. I feel like we're really getting close to something here. Either the end of the first playthrough or the end of the episode itself. I'm not quite sure. Because the thing is, I feel like there has to be another playthrough, but at the same time, I have no idea how another playthrough of this route would go. There are a lot of places where decisions could make a big change, in this, especially in this episode. There'd be so much compared to episode 1's. But I mean, even one decision will change everything drastically. Okay, yeah, so this whole thing was about just trying to keep together and trying to reaffirm our current situation. So we have about 2 days at most now. Okay. What I can theorize right now is, so we have 2 days, this day and the next day, until Sophie's medicine will be ready. What I'm gonna guess is going to happen is, at the end of this day, he's going to try and remember about Sora again, but some parts will be missing compared to yesterday's. And then the last day that the meds will be ready, he'll forget about her. That's what I'm worrying about. But I don't know. I mean, will Sophie forget about her? I don't know. I just saw this now as well. What if Sophie forgets about her now and then doesn't hurry up the medicine, which takes even longer? I don't know. A few different things that could happen, but yeah. Let's see. I was thinking earlier about how if somebody were to go missing from people's memories, but their physical evidence still remains. A good example is classes. Of course, everybody, teachers, classmates will all forget about you, but your name would still be in the register, in the name directory. So wouldn't they think something would be off a bit, in a sense? Same thing with the parents. They have a room for Sora. Do they not think anything about it? Because they can't say it's Kakeru lives there. I mean, they should know, obviously, that he doesn't live there. Why is the reason he doesn't live there anymore? I mean, there are a few things that's quite interesting to know. And lastly, interesting one is Haruka. We are more closer to Haruka now, mainly because of Sora. Sora was that bridge, in a sense. But yeah, I just remember now, when we were talking with Naruse, the teacher, she didn't say anything about Sora once. Normally she likes to talk about the Nimi Kyodai, the Nimi siblings. Talk about them as if they're a pair. But she didn't say anything about her once. But yeah, it's quite interesting. I'll have to wait and see next time how this ends, the epilogue, because I'm pretty sure it might be next time or the one after that we'll see the ending. But regardless, we'll probably see the ending by the end of this week, I'm sure. But yeah, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.